Legend of the Lupus Warriors. Episode 5, The Tower of Synthetic Stars, Part 1. Welcome back. Let's get straight to it. They walked in silence for 3 days, across dry plains where the sky glitched, across rivers that no longer flowed in rhythm, poisoned by frequencies that vibrated off-key. Every few miles they saw the signs, trees that grew in perfect cubes, animals with two shadows, clouds that flickered like they were trapped in a screen. "We're moving through false zones," said Sage, eyes glowing faintly. "Parts of the Earth wrapped in projection fields. It's not real, it's programming." "Then what's underneath it?" asked Pia, brushing her hands across a tree that felt cold and hollow. "Memory," said Legend. "And pain." Arrival at the tower. The Tower of Synthetic Stars stood like a needle of glass stabbed into the Earth's skin. It pulsed with white-blue light, eerie and constant. It wasn't built. It had been grown by invaders whose names had been erased from human tongue, but still known by their vibration. They were esoteric shadow beings from outside this harmonic dimension, parasites of memory. The tower used stolen frequency to control the people, to rewrite memory, to lock out ancestral access. "That's not a structure," said Ulrika. "It's a weapon in disguise." Sai pointed to the spinning disk atop the tower. "It beams out false star codes, disrupts real starlight. It's why we've forgotten the sky." The Watchers. At the tower's base were the Watchers, tall, cloaked beings who once walked as humans, but had been pulled into shadow through deception. They no longer remembered their names. They obeyed only tone. "Don't attack," whispered Lake. "We can't use brute force here, this is frequency war." The Lupus Warriors stepped forward, not as aggressors, but as tuners. Ugo tapped his staff, tuned to 528 Hz, the tone of DNA repair. Urban began a rhythm on his drum, tuned to 963 Hz, the frequency of divine connection. Pearl sang in 639 Hz, heart healing, relationship harmonization. The Watchers staggered, their bodies shimmered like illusions cracking under truth. They screamed, not in rage but in recognition. Then they bowed and stepped aside. I was inside the tower. The tower's interior was colder than ice but smelled of burnt jasmine and static. Walls flickered like film. Every step echoed in unnatural patterns. The deeper they went, the more their crystals glowed, as if fighting the distortions. Legend read glyphs that morphed in real time, trying to trick his perception. "This place runs off stolen light," he whispered. "It's powered by inverted astrology." They took the constellations and flipped them, turned guidance into surveillance. Pia touched a panel and shivered. "They've mapped our DNA, they know our rhythms. That's how they trap us in false timelines." "We end this now," said Eureka, fists blazing. "You the central chamber." At the heart of the tower pulsed the star engine, a glowing orb surrounded by rotating crystal rings. It spun artificial zodiac sigils at 440 Hz, the frequency of distortion. Sage fell to his knees, gripping his head. "It's loud, too loud. They're rewriting souls with this tone." "We have to retune the tower," said Lake, stepping forward. A massive shadow being formed from liquid glass and broken sound. It had no face, only mouths. And from those mouths came lies. "You are African, not indigenous. Your stories are myths. You were slaves, nothing more. You had no cities, no science, no gods." Each word cut like blade. But then, Pearl screamed back, "We are the gods you tried to bury!" She struck a chord, 285 Hz, the tone of tissue regeneration. Her voice cracked the shadow's first arm. Ugo slammed his crystal staff into the ground, sending a shockwave of 432 Hz, Earth's true heartbeat. The being reeled, Uday leapt, dream gliding, and struck with his future sight, a punch laced in infinite timelines. It cracked the engine's first ring. Reversing the frequency, Legend moved fast. He pulled the scroll from his cloak, an ancient map of tones encoded in Cometian glyphs and Mississippian spirals. He began to chant. Each Lupus Warrior added their frequency. Lakota, 741 Hz, truth, intuition. Ulrika, 852 Hz, spiritual awakening. Percy, 174 Hz, physical pain relief. Pia, 396 Hz, releasing fear. Together they formed the sacred spectrum, a scale so pure the tower began to tremble. The walls peeled, the false stars above flickered. The guardian screamed, then imploded in silence.